It's December 10th. I think, oh, my dreams, and meditation. I had a lot of dreams, scenes in my dreams. Well, I'll start off with the meditation. No waves, no color really. It was hard to meditate because it was cold. But I tried for a good 20 minutes. And I mean, aside from it being relaxing, there's no waves. So I was like, okay, I'm done. So I had a few dreams, and there was this continued theme of one of the scenes that I remember, it's a daycare. It's a daycare, but it's a home daycare. Children, there was the energy of children, but they weren't really present, but I could feel them. And I was at this round table, and there was this feeling of there were these models on the other end of the table, and we were all having, like, eating. I don't know, it was dinner, we were eating. And I remember thinking, it's like, that's weird, why are there models at this table? But they're no one that I really can identify or pinpoint. I mean, I don't even watch, like, TV or you know, like, I don't know who's in. I don't follow the artistic scene or you know, famous people stuff. Like, I just don't. I think there was a part of me that was just like, why am I gonna follow their life? There's this element of like, why are they gonna follow their life when I want to live my own? You know, like, I don't want to get caught up in admiring their life and just letting my life pass me by. You know, that feeling. So I never really, I don't pay much. And then, you know, it's their life, right? It's their life. They're doing their thing. So it's not that it's not important. It's just, I don't know. I like focusing on me. How was I going? Oh, they were so I don't know who they were, but I knew they were models. And in the conversation, it's like they were like judging me almost. Like, there was a sense of judgment from them. Like, if I didn't know, there was an element of like, oh, you don't know. You don't even know what we're talking about, type of thing. And I'm just, but the thing is that I knew what they were talking about. And I'm like, yeah, I do. You're talking about this. And they're like, oh, like, you know, like, just the weirdest thing. And I wonder if that was triggered because last night at the poetry reading, I was in this group of people. I was meeting new people, and everyone was talking, but they were all talking about like artists and stuff, and even musicians. And I've mentioned that I'm really bad at I'm working and getting better, but not really, because I'm not really making an effort to get better. To remember people's names, or to remember like just, you know, artist names and musicians names. Like, it's, I used to be really good at it, but for whatever reason, maybe it was the time from that I stopped paying attention to, you know, that world. That could have been it. And so there was this element of just like, I'm just listening and I'm nodding, and they're saying names, and I'm just like, I have no idea who these people are. But I'm just like, okay, and just taking it all in. And so it's just really interesting that they're using people's names, and they're people that are supposedly well known, but I'm like, you know, in the back of my head, I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. So it's, you know, silent tuturu moments for me. But yeah, So I don't know if that kind of got triggered by it. The children thing was really interesting. So that's the only scene from the first set of dreams. After the meditation, I was still exhausted, so I went back to sleep because I still had a good hour or two before my client. And in those dreams, I dreamt of this fire sign that I was arriving to his house. I mean, I know where he lives, but I was arriving to his house, and I arrived twice. So in the first scene, I don't remember if he expected me or not. I want to say yes, because it was this element, because when he opened the door. No, I'm getting them confused. So in one scene, I don't know if it was the first one, he opened the door and it was like perfect. He said perfect timing. So there was this element like he was expecting me, and I walk in, and it's not his home. I have no idea whose home this is, but it's not his home. But he's allowing me into this house, and I feel uncomfortable. There's this element of like, one, what am I doing here? But I'm there, and my luggage is there. It's like I don't know, like there's this, like my luggage is there, but I don't know why my luggage is there. I don't know. The second time I arrived to his house, it's unexpected. And but he lets me in. He's with another woman. I see him take off his shirt. He looks good. He looks good. And I see the woman that he's with. She's older. She's older than me. And it looked like they just kind of finished, doing their thing. And so there's, but emotionally, like, I think there was still a little confusion of like, why am I here? And you know what? There was this feeling of like being kind of taken back, like, feeling insignificant. That was the feeling that came up for me. Like, why am I here when I feel this way? Like, why am I here? In the third scene, or the scene that follows, we're at a conference, and I run into him at the conference, and he's surprised to see me, but I'm more confident at that conference. Like I'm different, and I see myself in between those scenes, like I'm working out, like I'm really working out, like I used to, and I was like hardcore in it. But I'm in this conference, and I have more confidence at this conference. I feel myself more confident, and we run into each other. And then there's something happens with a child, and no one knows what's wrong. And I'm the one that yells out, like, he can't breathe. And that's all I remember. But I have no idea what it means. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I was thinking about him. But he showed up in my dream. So, I don't know what that means. Alright, that's it. That's all I wanted to record. Alright. Hi. My name is Yubi, and in case you haven't figured it out, this footage is capturing my experience as I learn to navigate my personal spiritual awakening. I am learning that this experience is unique to each one of us. In whatever way we believe we are embracing living our truth, this just happens to be my journey. And despite me having a graduate degree and a license in clinical social work, this by no means is intended to replace any type of mental health advice. This is just me on a personal level, documenting my experience, shedding light on the truth that I am learning and discovering for myself, and really inviting you along for the ride. If by some magical chance you find this content to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, please click the like button, share the message, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have an Instagram account, a personal one, and one specifically for this channel that you're more than welcome to check out. I'm an open book. I have also created t-shirt designs. I'm wearing my favorite one right now, which is the North Node design, but I have that and other things that you can look at inspired by this process and journey, and I have the link in the description box as well as in the about section of my YouTube channel. So you're more than welcome to check those items out. Any type of support is great. Again, if you find this content really helpful or meaningful, sometimes when we take that step and be vulnerable, with showing what's inside our hearts and what's really our truth, we realize that we're much more connected than what we thought we were. And so I hope that as I'm living this experience and that you find some type of truth for yourself, or find some type of ability to heal in some way just by relating, just by knowing that you're not alone. That really has been my goal with this process, not just being able to connect with others, but really for my own healing. It's definitely been a therapeutic experience and a very creative one for myself. So I thank you, and I wish you all the best, and we'll see what else comes next for me.